The next thing about playing singles is serving. And we want to grid your opponent so that you can think about where to serve to them. No one hits the ball well in this grid, in the 9 spots, because there are inherent weaknesses with the grip. And tall people have trouble with 7, 8, and 9. Short people like me have problems with 1, 2, and 3. And sometimes old guys have trouble with 4, 5, and 6 when you just go straight power at them. Okay? When you see these different serves, can you tell what they are by watching me hit this ball at my opponent? Let's break it down. Serve tactics begin with why. And so we want to talk to you about the why. Every grip has a weakness. So you change your serve, you can hit different places. Semi-Western, Western grips have problems with 7, 8, and 9 zones, low balls. Continental grips, Eastern grips have trouble with high balls, 1, 2, and 3. Two-handed backhands normally have trouble with the 3 zone or the 9 zone, but there's a lefty forehand two-handed backhand where they use their left hand like a left-handed forehand, and there's a normal two-handed backhand. And what do I mean by that? This guy is hitting a lefty two-handed forehand where it's more of a left-handed shot, and the left hand's in semi-Western. So the face is closing up, and so low balls will be a problem here at 8 and 9. Of course, his feet are amazing, so that might not be a problem. And on the forehand side, classic semi-Western forehand, so low balls will be a problem also. You gotta know what they're doing. Put this ball in zone 7, 8, and we're just talking about return of serve. You can talk about this for baseline shots also, but we're just talking about return of serve primarily. This guy has more of a traditional backhand where the two hands are working together, and it's very flat on impact, straight back, comes right into the ball, and the face is very perpendicular to the ground, so he hits it very flat. So since he hits it very flat, zone 2 and 3, the higher ball would be a problem for this backhand. You need to know what your point is hitting so that it helps you choose what serve to use against them. That was a topspin slice serve together so you get a higher bounce. I like to mix serve. I have like hybrid serves where it's not all topspin, it's not all slice, it's not all flat. It's a plus and a minus. If my flat serve were more purely flat, it would be a harder serve. Flat serves generally go 4, 5, and 6. Slice serves go away, 7 or 9, and kick serves tend to go 1, 2, and 3. That's the way I think about it. Here's that nice slice toss, and I come over it, and I slice and I come up a little bit on the ball, so the ball doesn't stay down. The ball comes up just a tad. And you see it on the bounce. See how it comes up and down? That generally would throw your point off. You gotta think about serving like you're a pitcher. And you want to change the ball to different zones. That's a flat serve with a bit of slice. That ball will break into him after it lands. And that's what you want to have happening. You want to keep them guessing. You want to serve into the body, serve the backhand. You can tell, watch the curl at the end. I try to hit it flat. But see how as it leaves my hand, it starts to curl. And so that's how you get to 9 and 8 when you're serving to someone. You serve the ball down the middle, and the slice breaks it into them. You gotta think about the court also when you're serving the shot. It's not just about where you serve or how you serve, what serve you're using, topspin, flat slice. It's about where you're landing the ball on the service box. So to facilitate that, what I do is in my head I think about certain things. So as I serve the ball, I divide the service box into 3 zones, 1, 2, and 3. My slice serve breaks wide at 1. 2 is when I hit the ball right at my opponent, and 3 is right down the middle. But you can put them together. Slice serve down the middle to 3 and let the ball break into your opponent. Kick serve the ball into 2, so the ball breaks into your opponent. Or kick serve into 1, twist it, and the ball breaks into your opponent. That's how I think about my serve. So I line up the court, I see the zones in my head, and I hit the serve. And then I plan where it's going to be flat serve, impact, with a slight slice, you'll see at the end, and watch how my opponent reacts to the ball. The ball curving off my frame, you see it curving. Gonna land at 3 and break into him. And that's what you want to see happening. Because that's by dividing the service box into 3, it really helps you to aim at the court. I even sometimes put arrows. I put like a indicator at the net, above the net, so I know where I'm serving the ball, like bowling. I place a target above the net. That way I know it'll pass through that target there, hit the court, and bounce to my opponent. You gotta see what works best for you when you're serving. I like to divide the court into 3 because it really helps me to facilitate where I'm going to serve, and it's also part of my signals for doubles. Then the kicker is just flat out a normal kicker, and I just keep the ball down the middle of the court. Try to get the ball up. It's my high kick. It's about as good as it gets without using a back arch. But the key is you gotta have a serve that pushes him back. Like he could have came in on it, but he didn't. Gives myself time to recover for next shot. Balance out the necessity to move the ball around and having a high percentage second serve. The higher I get the ball over net, the higher it kicks in. And I serve a lot to the backhand. That's a second serve to a backhand of a lefty. Okay? But that's key. It's a slower serve, so it gets a higher kick. And I'm able to serve it wide also. That's a kick serve to the wide. Whereas, because he's left hand, it's going to his backhand. And I draw an error. So, when you're serving, the beauty of it is that's a hard slice into the body, so it's between 2 and 3 on the court. And it breaks into him, like right into him. Because he has to hit a weak shot. We're going to have a hard slice wide. But this kind of variety, when you break it with the court, the 3 different zones, and you change the spins, it gives you so much variety in your serve. You have 9 different possibilities of serves. It's a twist away. It lands at 2 and kind of comes into 3. And comes up. So you mix the serves up with the different zones on the court to get the different positions on the person on the return. I like to really do that, even on the backhand side. And what I do is I try to do odd things too. This doesn't come out the way I wanted it to, but I was thinking in my head, serve slice wide to 3 and make the ball break into him a little bit. And so, traditionally the slice breaks to the left, so you would serve it to 1. But by moving it around, you really make a difference in your return serve, in your serving pattern. So grade your opponent, zone the service box, and you can go practice on your own. And by creating variety on your serve, it makes your opponent crazy, you allow weak returns, and you can do crazy stuff like this.